Brett, the first thing I want to do is clean up the site. I want to get rid of the weeds and the leaves and then this concrete edging. So just take the shovel, let's skim off all the weeds and throw them in the wheelbarrow. Got it? Right in the wheelbarrow? Okay. Brett, with the site all cleaned up like this, I want to take the top 3 or 4 inches, which is the best soil that's here, and save it. So we'll just take and skim it off and put it on the top.
Okay.
Now look at this, Brett. Look at the clay, look at the roots. So now we're going to take an additional 3 or 4 inches in.
Get rid of it.
That's it, right in the wheelbarrow and out of here. Now, we've removed about 6 inches of soil, and what we found is a very, very heavy soil. When I pinch it together, it barely breaks up.
Wow, look at that.
It tells me there's a lot of clay here.
Okay.
So I want to amend this subsoil layer.
So what are we going to do?
We're going to add 4 1 cubic foot bags of compost and 4 50-pound bags of sand. I'm going to take and spread it out and turn it into the soil.
So Roger, what are we using for compost?
This is actually a blend of ground up lobster shells and bark, but any good compost will do. Now, just take this rake, start up in the corner, rake it nice and smooth, spread it out as evenly as you can, and I'm going to start turning it in. Well, that just about does it for the subsoil.
Okay.
Now, our topsoil was saved. We're going to amend that too before we put it back in place. We're going to add the same amount of sand and compost to it, but we're going to start with 1 bag of each. And I'm just going to have you mix it right into the top of the soil, and we'll throw it right in place. Brett, I think yours goes right on the end. Mine goes here. Now, because it's such a small area, we can't lay out all the plants at once. We wouldn't have room to work. So we're going to lay out the back, put those in place, and then work forward. Grab a shovel. Now, because this bed is such nice soil in it now, we don't have to dig a huge hole. We can just dig a hole slightly bigger than the container. Hey Brett, 2 tips. When you're planting, I always like to loosen up the outside of the root system to make it easier for the roots to grow out. The second thing is always put the best side towards the front. So in this case, that's the money side is towards me. Just set it in like that, add a little fertilizer, and backfill. Now, even though these are dwarf species, we've got to leave them ample room to fill in and grow.
That makes sense. Roger, this is looking really good already.
Yeah, it looks nice. Now, for the vine, what I like to do is instead of planting it straight up like the other plants, we're going to put it in the ground and tip it so that when it grows, it's going to grow right up on the fence. So it's going in right like that. Now, next year, once it gets established, you can cut that wood frame away.
Roger, what a difference. This looks fantastic.
Couple things for you to do. I want you to water this today and tomorrow, then put down a 2 or 3 inch layer of pine bark mulch.
Okay.
Then water it once a week, right up until the ground freezes.